Yeah. Yes, I'm one of the best. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. Treat the game like it's chess. Yeah.
What's up, everybody? It's We Are the Fans TV. Welcome back. We are back in it. Yeah, it's been a minute, but we're back. Thanks, guys, for sticking to the channel. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And so let's get straight to it. We are in Ninth Record Studio, Syokimau, the airport side itself. Having fun recording here. Shout out to producer Brian on the decks, Jie Cannon Black in the cut. So let's get straight to it. English Premier League, currently in game week 30. So we have a couple of games. We're going to start with the top six. There's quite some interesting games. And first off, we have Chelsea against West Bromwich Albion. That's at the Stamford Bridge. Thomas Tuchel's men are going to be looking to secure an extra 3 points. And currently, Chelsea are 51 points at the table, 4th position. So they're going to be looking to get that extra 3 points in order for them to close in on Leicester, who are in 3rd position. Of course, we've seen some of Thomas Tuchel's men featuring in the internationals. We've seen Mason Mount doing extremely well in the England squad. We've seen the likes of Timo Werner. Well, although he had quite an interesting mishap against North Macedonia, we saw that very interesting one-on-one miss that Timo Werner actually made. So it's going to be quite an interesting game. Chelsea gunning for the 3 points. My opinion is Chelsea are going to win this game by 3-0. So that is my opinion. We have an interesting game also on Saturday. Arsenal Football Club against Liverpool. So it's quite debatable whether these two sides are top 6 sides anymore. So let us know in the comments if you think Arsenal and Liverpool, or rather between Arsenal and Liverpool, who deserves more to be in the top 6. Of course, we've seen Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, a.k.a. Travis Scott, back in the building. Lacazette, we saw also Kieran Tierney doing amazing wonders in the international for the Scotland team, having 3 assists in the previous matchup for Scotland. So it's going to be quite interesting. Trent Alexander-Arnold featuring also for Liverpool. Sadio Mane, Mo Salah. We're yet to see if they will be available for that game. Also, it's going to be quite interesting because the Liverpool squad are currently 7th in the Premier League table with 46 points. They have played 29 games, so it's going to be quite an interesting fixture to watch. My take is Arsenal 2-1. 2-1 to the Arsenal. Yeah, I hate to say this, but unfortunately I have to. 2-1 to the Arsenal. Then we have Manchester United. Of course, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's men going home to Brighton and Hove Albion, playing at Old Trafford. We've seen Paul Pogba feature for United in the internationals. We've seen Harry Maguire score a very spectacular volley against Poland to secure the win, the 2-1 win. And it's been quite interesting watching the United boys play. We've seen Harry Maguire actually having an 86% pass accuracy throughout the whole game against Poland. So one shot which led to a goal. That's quite interesting. He had 4 out of 9 duels won. That's almost a 50% aerial threat. So it's going to be quite an interesting game. We're yet to see if Marcus Rashford is going to be available for United. He's been apparently out for a while through injury. So we're yet to see if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to select Marcus Rashford in. We've seen Luke Shaw also perform extremely well. Saw that marvelous cross to Harry Kane against San Marino in the previous game in the internationals. So we're yet to see how Man United is going to play. Aaron Wan-Bissaka definitely going to feature this weekend. So that's quite interesting. We have Leicester City playing against Manchester City. This is going to be happening at the King Power Stadium. And this is at 7:30 p.m. So this is going to be quite an interesting match. Pep Guardiola's men are looking to extend the gap at the table. Remember, these boys are 14 points clear of Manchester United, so it's going to be quite a hill to climb. We have seen also Ilkay Gundogan and Kevin De Bruyne featuring in the international squads, also Phil Foden, the likes of Raheem Sterling. So it's going to be an interesting one for Pep Guardiola and his men. Also, the Leicester squad have quite something to prove. Remember, last time out in the FA Cup, they really brought the heat to Man United, winning them by 3-1. So it's going to be quite interesting watching how this is going to pan out. Pep Guardiola's men, Pep Guardiola's rotation, John Stones, Ruben Diaz back for the team. We're yet to know if they are going to play. Pep Guardiola is quite the man when it comes to squad rotation. So that is another interesting fixture. Let's go to Tottenham against Newcastle away. So Tottenham are going to be playing Newcastle away. Harry Kane scoring a very marvelous penalty last time out against Poland. And he's been on quite the run of form. Heung-min Son also coming back to the squad. Lucas Moura, Reguilon. We're yet to see if Gareth Bale also is going to play for this one. He's done well against Wales as well. So we're yet to find out about that. The rest of the fixtures, we have Aston Villa. Let's start by on Saturday. We have Leeds against Sheffield United. That's at 5 p.m. Leeds also playing quite interesting football. Last time out, obviously gaining a couple of points. We have Patrick Bamford, who has been out for injury. We're yet to see if he will be selected for this game. Rafinha, definitely an interesting prospect to watch. And the Leeds defense is also quite an interesting prospect. We have Struijk, Dallas, and the likes. Alioski, also marvelous dead ball specialist. And then also Sheffield United have been quite struggling. They have had quite a run of woes ever since Dean Henderson left, going back to United. We have seen, of course, the likes of David McGoldrick and the defenders, Mike Basham, of course, trying to get Sheffield out of the red zone. Sheffield currently at 20th with 14 points, so they're really going to need those 3 points. West Brom also really going to need those 3 points against Chelsea, so it's going to be quite an interesting weekend. We have Aston Villa against Fulham. Aston Villa are going to be playing at home. Remember, Jack Grealish has been out for quite some time due to injury, so it's going to be quite an interesting prospect watching Jack Grealish rejoin the team. And then also, remember, Ollie Watkins scored his debut international goal against San Marino, whereby England whooped San Marino 5-0. So this is going to be quite an interesting matchup. We've had also McGinn playing exceptionally well for Scotland. That is assist from Kieran Tierney himself. So this is going to be quite an interesting game. Douglas Luiz holding up the midfield. Tyrone Mings back again in defense. Matty Cash as well. And so that's about it for the Saturday games. Let's move on to Sunday, where we have the first game at 2 p.m. This is Southampton against Burnley at the St. Mary's Stadium. So this is also quite an interesting matchup. We've seen dead ball specialist by the name of James Ward-Prowse. He has been the top scorer for, should I say, dead balls or rather free kicks in the English Premier League so far. So it's going to be quite interesting watching him play against a Burnley side who have also not been on the best run of form. This is a battle between 14th and 15th place, whereby they all have 33 points and the same games played. So this is going to be quite an interesting matchup. My opinion, it's a draw for me. It's a draw for me. Southampton also have quite an interesting squad depth. We will be seeing what Ralph Hasenhüttl has in store for Sean Dyche's men. So it's going to be quite interesting on that. So moving on to Monday on 5th April, we have Carlo Ancelotti's side going toe-to-toe with Roy Hodgson's men. That is Everton against Crystal Palace at Goodison Park. This is going to be also another interesting matchup. Carlo Ancelotti has not been, this is not his first time facing such a matchup. He is currently sitting at, him and his boys are currently sitting at 8th position in the Premier League table. So it's going to be quite a tough matchup, whereby Carlo Ancelotti will be looking to catch up on Liverpool, making those 3 points really crucial for his side, with the likes of James Rodriguez returning to the squad, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who had an exceptional run of form in the international, scoring 2 wonderful tap-in goals against San Marino. And Crystal Palace, they are sitting at 12th at the table with 29 games played, with 37 points. They are also going to need to catch up on Leeds, so they're really going to need those 3 points. Leeds currently sitting at 11th above them with 39 points. So yeah, that's going to be quite an interesting matchup. And then also on Monday, 5th April, we have Wolves against West Ham United. That is at 10:15 p.m. Wolves team, marvelous boys, having a marvelous run of form. Pedro Neto really bringing in the heat against Serbia. And of course, we saw what happened in the international game with Cristiano Ronaldo's goal being disallowed. So this will be an interesting prospect for Wolves. Pedro Neto coming back to the squad. Nelson Semedo as well. I was about to say Diogo Jota, but we all know he's currently been the knight in shining armor for Liverpool. So there's that. And West Ham United, David Moyes' boys traveling away to Wolves. And this is going to be quite interesting. We're going to see the man Messi Lingard in action. He has also featured for the international game for England, the England squad. So this is going to be quite interesting. Antonio also coming back to play for West Ham. The likes of Declan Rice, who had an exceptional performance against Poland. Remember, he had, throughout the whole game, he had a 98% pass accuracy. So he made 47 touches and 2 out of 2 dribbles. So we are yet to see how West Ham are going to line up against a very strong Wolves side. Of course, defensively, with the likes of Roman Saiz in defense. And yeah, so that's it for game week 30. Hope to see you guys, and let us know in the comments about the scores of game week 30. Who you think is gonna grab the 3 points? Who do you think is gonna get away with no points? You know, of course, we're yet to see what Arsenal have in store. I mean, Team Kubwa, they are currently sitting at 9th in the Premier League table. And do remember, Aston Villa has one game in hand, so that they have the same games as Arsenal. So this is going to be quite an interesting game week. All the teams really need the 3 points. And yeah, so that's it for now. We are the Fans TV. That's what's up. We are here at Ninth Records. Shout out to Ninth Records for providing us with the space to record. And also big up producer Canon Black on deck, behind the camera. The crew, big up the guys at home watching. You're the fan. Yeah, so thanks guys for having me, and see you next time. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, share. Yeah, that's what's up. Peace.